The basement.
The basement. The basement.
And it is currently 2:46. At 1:59, the internet went out here and it is still down. However, as you can see over there, Kevin is still playing.
Hi.
So we're gonna keep going, even though we're not actually streaming.
I just looked at Tifa's orthopedic underwear, so you guys know. Welcome to the basement, and we're playing Final Fantasy VII. This is supposed to be on the live stream, but it's not.
Because the internet went down. I'm Stan.
And I'm Kevin, and I'm playing Final Fantasy VII. Kevin and 7. That rhymes.
We were, what? We're just approaching the 8-hour mark on our 72-hour live stream. So just about a little over a tenth done with it, and the internet went down here. It's been down for about an hour, as I'm sure.
And it's down everywhere. It's not just.
It's not just my internet.
This house, yeah.
The city's down, if you want to call us a city. And we're not exactly a high priority zone.
Heroin city. Anyways.
But yeah, so we decided we'd record instead. Mark probably I recorded a video with the camcorder prior to us realizing that for the hour we could have just been recording and thrown it up on the internet.
Yeah.
But what do you do?
We're going to do a full Let's Play of this game eventually, but
yeah,
this is what it's going to be for now.
I just figured that it would pop on and let you guys, have some proof that we did continue playing. We didn't take naps.
Although that's not a bad idea.
A nap would have been good.
Let's get some sleep, Sephiroth. We're short one bed, so we're going to have to share.
Haha.
Long, pretty hair. Photo op. Click. I'll be alright, Dad. I have 2 men from Soldier with me. It's too dangerous. Sephiroth ain't putting up with this lame bullshit. He just wants to go kill some monsters.
Well, really kill anybody. That's kind of his thing.
Not yet, though. He's still a good guy.
That's true. He hasn't.
He even poses for a picture.
Yet.
Cheese. Thanks, dog.
Yep.
Graphics.
Yeah, this was. It's just like in our Final Fantasy III Let's Play, me and Mark are doing.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch the very first episode when it starts up, I'm just like, yep. I remember how just like, goddamn, the graphics were. Like now you look at it and it's like,
so good.
I mean, it's not awful.
Yeah.
But it's dated. But back then it was just like, oh, this is so awesome.
And it's fading into the mountains when you're walking through with the mech suits.
Yep.
Tim was just like, the bridge, like totally nonchalant. Since the shit's happening.
And dead.
Game over. Story's over. The end.
Yep. Cloud's foot was caught, and he got knocked unconscious, and this has all been a fever dream.
Get up. Oh, I love the soundtrack to this game. Yeah, Sephiroth, get in me. What's this? A mysteriously colored cave. Must be the Mako energy. This mountain is blah blah blah. Okay.
The Rainbow Warriors live here.
Ooh.
Oh, look, it's fabulous.
Mako fountain. It's so pretty. Cowboy hat Tiff is gonna like it. Look at that hat. Hojo put something else in there. Take a look. I'm trying. Whoop. Ah! Monstro. Is this some kind of monster? It's a bad Metallica song. Anyway, this is the actual Sephiroth theme, I believe.
This well should be.
Everybody likes to think it's the yeah, the final boss music. But this is Sephiroth's actual theme. It's called "Those Chosen by the Planet." We'll get to the best part here. Before I go in here. Ha ha ha. Who is it? Traitor.
No, this is not Force Awakens, Kevin. Get your stuff straightened out here.
Alright, so I have an interesting a thing that one of my buddies at work shared with me. He had a bunch of characters from different video games and anime. Like, I know you haven't watched a lot of anime or whatever, but these are like the most powerful characters like in their respective games and shows. Just like Sephiroth was in there, and like the main enemy from Naruto was in there, the main enemy from Bleach was there, One Piece, like all the big animes and video games. Like there's the Taken King from Dark Souls 3 was there. And the whole point is like, if there was a battle royale between all of these top powerful things, like who would win? And he's like, what's your opinion? And I'm looking through the list. It's got a picture of, and he's got Majin Buu in there, like Evil Buu, Kid Buu. I'm like, clearly it's Kid Buu. There's
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man was not. And
Okay, that would be my pick because he is clearly the most overpowered. Like,
Well,
I've never watched the anime. But-
his whole thing is
Yeah,
a parody of
the point
of
is
action
that
anime.
yeah.
Can fuck anything up. But it's gotta be Majin Buu. Like, I don't care if they've got like mind control powers and illusion powers or whatever. Majin Buu just goes, planets will explode. It's done. Blow that planet up. I'm gonna blow that planet up.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong though. I don't know where Majin Buu falls on the scale. Because I was watching a thing just kind of on the rough power levels
Yeah.
of characters in the Dragon Ball universe now that Super is out.
Well, in Super, he's comparatively the I wouldn't say he's nothing, but like he would get trounced by it.
Super Buu is on the list of 12 most powerful DBZ characters.
Super Buu is way more powerful than Kid Buu, just like from a raw power standpoint.
Right.
Just Kid Buu is crazy, and like the absolute most evil form of him.
The 12 most powerful characters in Dragon Ball Z based on this list. Gold form Frieza, which makes sense.
Gotenks, which makes sense. Super Boo makes sense. Gogeta makes sense. Goku makes sense. Vegito makes sense. Beerus makes sense. Whis. Give me a break. Kid Buu is number 12. Vegeta is number 11. Janemba is number 10.
Whoa. Like, these are, like, in order?
Yeah. I guess. I don't know.
Because that's way off.
Maybe they're not in order.
Oh, okay.
Because Ultimate Gohan would not be number 9.
Whis is the number 1.
We haven't got to Whis yet.
Just saying.
Super Buu, Vegeta, Goku, Vegito, Beerus. Whis has to be number 1. Yeah, there we go. Whis. No, I was actually watching a thing, and where they're at now in Dragon Ball Super in Japan, Vegeta is actually the most powerful.
Non-fused, yeah.
Yeah. More powerful than the gods.
Not Whis. He's probably close to Beerus.
Let me dig this up. They have a flow chart on it, and
Maybe the Super Saiyan Blue.
it's him completely powered up.
Well, the fusion, the Vegito, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito probably is on par with Beerus. But Whis is in a whole nother echelon of ridiculous. Because he's
on a list.
Whis is strong enough to knock Beerus out with the one neck chop. That's how powerful he is.
What they did, I mean, I'm not caught up, so I don't know. Everybody's watching this and they're either like, fuck, you guys are stupid, or I don't give a fuck about this, but
They broke it down of, like, the various levels. Like, base, power, and then whatever techniques, the various, like, well, I mean, the easiest explanation is, like, your levels of Super Saiyan, whatever. And they basically drew the line of, like, the God line, more or less, of where gods fall, and...
Well, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta is stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Goku right now.
Yep.
Until Goku uses Kaioken times 10 while Super Saiyan Blue, which he can.
Right.
But it fucks him up.
Right.
Hit, Universal Assassin Hit is up there. But like, there's an interview with Toriyama, and he was asked a question like power levels, what are you, like, who's the most powerful? And he said, his scale was, if you put Beerus, max power Beerus at a 10, max power Goku is a 6, and Beerus is 15, or not Beerus, but Whis is 15.
Which makes sense. Well, and then the problem is it brings about the other question of how do you handle things like the Elder Kai of Time, who knows everything that's going to happen and has happened, and can teach you to be super powerful by just reading porno. Because, I mean, that's all he's doing. He just reads porn the whole time.
But in, like, not including Super, the most powerful character, like, if you go, in just Dragon Ball Z, the most powerful non-fused character is Ultimate Gohan.
Right.
And then, like, he's more powerful than Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. the fused characters are. It's Vegito is the only character that's stronger than him in the show.
Well, and here's the thing that's always been baffling to me is, like, okay, so you have your Saiyan, what the fuck is it called? Basically, they're regenerative. They become more powerful.
Yeah.
They get their ass beat. There's a name for it, and I forget what it is, because I really don't care.
I know what it is. I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
I've been watching
Zenkai Boost.
Yep, the Zenkai Boost. Okay, so that's this. You got the Zenkai Boost. So you have Goku, super powerful, gets his ass beat basically to dead. Heals back up. His Zenkai Boost should crank him up even more. So it just basically...
That's actually one of the main plot points in Super, is because I don't care if you... Or do you care about spoilers at all?
No. I know most of the stuff that goes on in the series because I actually watch random shit on the internet.
Oh, I forgot to equip my other two guys here, so we can hit like those. Yeah, the whole thing with Black Goku.
Black Goku is like the best villain ever.
Yeah, he really is. You watch Masako X videos?
Who's Masako X?
He's a guy that does videos about DBZ. But anyways,
that's just my opinion of him.
well, it's like what had happened is there's a god named Zamasu.
Yep.
And he's in training to become the Supreme Kai of a different universe, like the 10th universe, I think. And like he's just a little twisted, and he doesn't believe that, like he believes that humans, like mortals essentially, are like a mistake, like the gods made a mistake when they made the mortals, and the whole thing is he wants to kill them, but he doesn't really realize this until they go back in like the cannonball. They go. Whis and Beerus and Goku go to the 10th universe to like check on this Zamasu guy because Black Goku gets, like, he uses the time, like he's got a time ring. He uses the time ring to go to that universe because that's where Future Trunks escaped to. So he uses the time ring to go there, and Whis is like, I've felt Ki like this before, and it reminds me of this guy named Zamasu, so we're gonna go check him out. And Zamasu's Ki is different, but it's very similar. What ends up happening is, in that universe, he goes and finds the Super Dragon Balls, which is a thing.
Okay.
The Super Dragon Balls, and wishes for his body to be switched with Goku's. And then in a different timeline, in the Future Trunks timeline, wait, no, that's the Future Trunks timeline. In a different time, because what happens is every time Trunks uses the time machine,
He creates
a new timeline.
Yeah.
So
there's a new time ring in the time box.
Yep. So in a different timeline, Zamasu
basically Trunks, who's the time controller or the creator of the time patrol that's there to make sure people don't travel through time, is the worst violator
Yeah.
of it.
And then another Zamasu finds the Super Dragon Balls and wishes for immortality, and then he destroys the Super Dragon Balls so nobody can wish on him anymore. And so the whole point is one of like one's immortal and the other one has the unlimited power boosts of the Saiyan race.
Right.
And then they're like super powerful, and then they fight, Goku. And Goku uses Super Saiyan Blue, and it teaches Black Goku how to use a god form, which is Super Saiyan Rose, so it's pink.
Yeah.
And then it ends up like they have them back against the wall, so they fuse. They use the Potara fusion earrings, so it's basically an immortal god with the unlimited potential of a Saiyan. So that's the whole kind of point of their thing, so they can kill all humans. But it's cool. I mean, it was alright. I'm not a huge fan of the way they ended the arc, because the arc's basically done. They beat Zamasu in the last episode, because I've been watching. And it's Trunks beats him. I think I forgot to put Eris's new staff on.
Yeah, I catch parts and pieces and bits and...
Super Saiyan Blue Vegito is really cool, though. Because he shows up for about half an episode. And then it's Trunks that actually beats Zamasu in the end. Oh, Cloud is sad. Cloud has sadness.
I'm trying to think of,
Oh, I think I fucked up.
yeah, it's just funny how, at least in this in the primary universe, it's like Saiyans have all but been wiped out.
Yeah.
But then they just keep showing up. Turles, is that the Tree of Might guy?
Turles, yeah.
Turles.
Supposed to be Goku's brother, I think.
Yeah.
Broly. There's actually in canon another Vegeta's brother. Vegeta has a brother.
Yep.
Tarble.
Yep. Trying to think of all of...
And in the
Is Piccolo still in the series?
Yeah.
Are they still using him? How are they continuing to... I mean, like, they
Piccolo- basically all Piccolo does is train.
Well, I mean, it's like, because they kept abusing, like... It's like, okay, Piccolo is as strong as he can get. Now Piccolo he's going to fuse with Nail, and he gets more powerful. And now he's going to fuse with Kami so that he can keep up. And he's going to get more powerful. And it's just like, you eventually running out of things to do, buddy. I mean, I like Piccolo.
Shit, I don't have enough money.
Ultimately, I liked the other characters, the other Z Warriors, which makes the show not difficult for me to watch because it's still enjoyable, but it's just, now it's, it got to the point where it's like, you had Goku, the ultimate idiot, Vegeta,
It's even worse in
the ultimate
Super.
jealousy, longer. You know, just like you had all these. You had like. Just. The very best thing for me in Dragon Ball, or it was in Dragon Ball Z, but the coolest thing was just when Tien just keeps training and training and training, and then he's blasting Cell into the ground with the Tri-Blast.
Yeah.
It's like, well, when you consider that Tien is human.
Well, like, everybody picks on, like, Krillin and Tien and Yamcha, like, oh, they're just weak. Okay, yeah, compared to, you know, Super Saiyan 2 and 3, yeah, they're weak. But on, like, the universal, like, galactic scale, they're, like, it goes, like, Frieza and Goku, like, Super Saiyans, like, the super transforming guys. Right below them is the humans, because they can beat anybody else.
Yeah, they've trained themselves just amazingly.
Well, and they've trained with King Kai and...
Yeah. And in the, fucking pressure chamber thing.
Yep.
The gravity chamber. Yeah, it's...
I gotta grind some gold. I think I might be able to make it. I just saved, so I'm gonna try and make it. When he's at the right spot, I can. Oop, not yet. It's close though.
You did it.
Who needs chocobos? Waste my time with chocobo luring.
But yeah, no, Krillin is my absolute favorite character just because he gets shit on so much. And he's got fucking Destructo Disc.
Yeah, until you get to the enemies that can infinitely regenerate. Krillin is like your ultimate weapon if you can land that Destructo Disc.
Yep. It is, I mean, it destroys everybody that it hits, and that's more than it can be said about Frieza's Death Beam.
Yeah. Not him. Yeah, flamethrower Eris because she's got enemy skills. Come on. Goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the show, so whatever. I really should work on that pen and paper game I made.
Which one?
The DBZ one. Did you ever see it? I built a DBZ pen and paper game, and it's like you start off at whatever race.
Mm-hmm.
Like you pick your race, and then you basically get points that you can put into, like, you can either put them into stats or put them into your skills. Like you can do like fighting or support or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's 6 different classes. Yeah, I'm gonna go small, and I'll pull it up on the computer. But and basically, like, because they never name fucking races in Dragon, I didn't put the Boo race because
Well, it's not really a race.
well, it is, but it would be way overpowered.
He's the only one though.
Well, right, but at least it's labeled as such, you know. You have humans, you have Namekians, you have Saiyans,
and everything else. Androids and then everything else. Like, Frieza's race doesn't even have a name. It's just Frieza's race. So anyway, each race has a benefit, and if they have a benefit, they have a drawback, like D&D. Like Saiyans, you don't gain XP. You level up through HP loss.
Okay.
Because
right,
that's the way they level up. Now they have super stat boosts right off the bat, and then they have the ability, like, as you level, to get Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2 and, like, multiplier effects. And basically, as you put points in, you can choose where to put points in. Like, you can put points into, like, energy attacks, and then when you put that point in an energy attack, you can choose where in the energy attacks to put it. Like, slow, big damage attacks, medium, or fast, low damage attacks. And you can, like, you could just keep taking the highest level of that by putting your points in, or you can increase the one you have. Okay. So, like, you could take, let's say you take the fast, light damage one. You could take the you could improve that fast, light damage one, or you could take it again so you have more uses of that very basic one. And then you have, like, the skillsy guy, like the int class, where he can just build shit for you, more or less.
Okay.
That, like, armors and shit like that. Like, that's how I did the int class. I'll pull it up. I got a little ways into building it, and then I just kind of like, I'll work on this later. And I never did. And the biggest thing is, like, it's like my paintball RPG that I built, pen and paper paintball one. It's like, I need to play test it.
Yeah.
Because the thing, and that was a case where I'm like, I need robot to play test it. Because if anybody's going to find a broken thing in it, it's going to be a robot. Like, the wisdom-based class has, like basically healing. Like, they can get Sensu beans and stuff. And I think of other stuff that I did. And it just, like, you can get your in-class crafter guy can make, like, weapons and stuff. You know, they're not basically, you're not going to be as powerful as, like, your fighters.
Right.
But, and Namekians have just innate healing factor.
Did you make half Saiyans?
No. Fuck you. Half three. Come on, bros. Just, the only reason I didn't is because, like, as it was already difficult to... And yet, like, one of the things you can put points into is, like, fast movement. Where at the peak, at the end of that tree, is basically instant transmission of wherever the fuck you want.
Were you, like, doing a D20 style?
Yeah. I mean, I started building this a long time ago. And basically the way I thought about it was there's not, like, an end to leveling. And the way I was kind of thinking the campaign would roll is, like, you get into training with a master as a group, you know, and you start just by, like, fighting tournaments and, like, the really basic stuff, and then move up the chain when you start fighting, you know, aliens from other planets and stuff like that. I'll pull it up once I go outside and smoke. Maybe I'll restart the modem again. Oh, wait.
Do we have net?